Hello, a friendly game and a test of brand new settings of recording. I hope I finally can record without some nasty cutting of scenes. I recently thought that access to Greece and Italy at the same time is important enough to play to Yugoslavia even if I have independent rights. Socialist government's the obvious candidate for the headline. A little hurtful if defected. Because the hand is on the whole quite poor. I think I'm gonna play the entire... Oh, it's not gonna be defected because I see Marshall. Okay, he plays Marshall, but I have quite nice chance to successfully coup Italy. Oh, that was... unexpected, and now I have a dilemma. This is for sure and this is for sure, but what's the third one? If I take from Italy, I cannot coup it. If I don't, I must coup it, and I have to roll at least 4. On the other hand, if I put 3 there, he has to roll at least 5. So let's make it this way. And okay, my friend, you have a coup with Defcon at 5. The problem is I don't have high cards anymore, so I may be forced to play containment early or with UN intervention. I wouldn't like either. Of course, if necessary, I'm gonna play the China card to protect Italy. Or UN intervene, containment and whatever. It's sometimes worth bluffing that you're gonna headline Marshall and headline actually something else, but I don't feel captured Nazi scientist is actually a good bluff, especially with only 2 in Italy. And this is an influence? Ooh, I certainly don't like it. He should have couped. That was his best chance, because now if I coup, Defcon is low enough. Okay, he got access to Afghanistan. The general rule is to play own cards before the opponent's cards, but in this case getting rid of independent rights early was quite important due to Romanian abdication waiting. Okay, let's get rid of this. My next play is not so clear. I'd like to immediately threaten Europe, so probably to Spain, Portugal. And for this I'd like rather to play Formosan resolution, because Arab-Israeli war is still a nice event on this board. He has decent rating, but his USA record is not as impressive as USSR record. maybe he specializes in. And he has quite nice hand. Okay, I said about own cards first, but coupping Lebanon is important. I must remember to lower DEFCON so that he can't, for example, headline CIA and realign me from Italy. Lebanon cleared, so this is the best moment to give it a chance. Ow, wow, wow. This was an important one. And my last action round has to be a battleground coup if he doesn't. And it's probably gonna be... what's it gonna be? Whatever it is, he has a counter coup unless he plays in Asia. I think Iran it is. Oh, and that was something I was talking about with independent Reds. Okay. I'd like to get rid of him in Lebanon, but I don't have the luxury because I need to lower DEFCON to protect Italy. It's more important than Middle East, because Middle East is easier reparable. Cool. Yeah, the fact that I waited a little with coupping Iran gave him access here. Okay, this is a strange hand. I really don't know what to headline now. I can fight for European domination, so I think Truman Doctrine is a cheap card and not a big pain if it's defected. Ouch, he had this. Okay, this couldn't be helped. Now DEFCON is at 4, so whatever he coups, I have a counter. Therefore, let's play it until I can play it with no effect and fight for Europe immediately. I may wait with coupping just to play CIA late in turn, but trigger the event. Yes, he protected. Warsaw Pact is now quite nasty. Playing Norat on myself would be nasty from other point of view, but let's first go this way. This should eventually be taken. And this was rather a mistake, because it's much more vulnerable than Benelux. Unfortunately, if I play Warsaw Pact form now, he may as well play East European Unrest. I may risk playing UN intervention with NORAD. The worst outcome is that I have to play CIA. And where should I put the points? But if I have to play CIA, I'm gonna coup Lebanon, so... You know what? I feel it's worth playing. If he allows Warsaw Pact to Benelux, it still remains in the deck, threatening his East European position. The drawback of playing CIA very late in the turn is that he is gonna remember about cooing. Of course, if Defcon is F4, I'm gonna trigger the event first, because if he coups a non-battleground, I have to lower Defcon to protect Europe. Oh, this changes things slightly, I think. Or not. Vietnam is now vulnerable to coups. But let's fight for Europe. If he plays there this way, Europe is successfully fought for, and I'm gonna play free CIA. Well, not entirely free, but it's almost painless. It's removed entirely from the deck. I have the counter coup for whatever he coups. And I have to do it on Thailand to both fight for Asia and degrade Defcon. Ow! Wow! Wow! Okay, this worked nice for him. And this worked even better for him. Okay, he has defectors. And he knows I know he has defectors. Ay, duck and cover, so he protected Thailand. That was quite nicely played of him. Okay then. In this case, there's nothing else to do but coup here. I'm rolling terribly. but at least this got him off here. Now I could there because he doesn't have the scoring. He has Nasser, he'll have to play it eventually. I'll have to fight for Regia. Many of my cards need self-repairing, more or less. Although Truman is gone, independent threats are gone. Oh, and defectors are now gone, so... Red Scare Purge is a nice headline for the next turn. I can't take Pakistan directly by the China with the China card, but he may have the war and he may take India if he doesn't. I have US Japan. I want to free my hand, so I'm gonna trigger it now. Then some priorities. Middle East is one priority. I need to first take Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and put one into Israel to blackmail him somehow. Okay. It changes things a little. Resolve it or not resolve it. Let's first get rid of this. I certainly don't want this activated. Spaced the goal. Okay, so these events are still waiting. He has blockade and distal. And Nasser, and one more card, which I'm not sure whether I should be able to know or not. Well, one here and one here regains domination and grants me access to Algeria. If he wants to play blockade with Distal, he's getting low of ops because he also wants to protect Libya, I guess. My priorities are now Syria, just to be present. Okay, I have to give him Japan. So 1, 2. And okay, of course, this presence is better than Syrian. Maybe I should have gone to France instead. Now, Europe is not as important now, because I'm not gonna control Europe anyway. Unless I have some very lucky combo with Red Scare and my Quagmire. And then I now need to protect against his nasty scorings. Oh, he had this event. Let's create some crisis for him. At least let's make it a free play. It's very good I didn't get provoked to play here. Although he rolled 2, but it would be a mistake anyway. Nicely played to Cameroon. And of course, Red Scare Purge is the of course or not. Yep. If he degrades DEFCON, I'd rather be happy about it. Because then I can coup Cameroon. Perhaps with lone gunman, although the downside risk of rolling one is high. He didn't degrade DEFCON. Okay then. Socialist governments is a good card to be played in the middle of the turn. But now the priority is here. China card because it's a 4-ops playable card and I have Nixon anyway. Now I rolled high when 4 would be enough, but okay. I have to watch Africa. But of course now that I'm in for a penny here, I have to be in for a pound, especially that I have this scoring. H. This way I lost access. Okay. Let's take my chance. Of course a 1. Yeah, I should have played Nixon. Clearing it would be great. This is a space, of course. This is an... Okay, now first things first. With socialist governments I'm gonna attack France because I'd like to take it with Marshall Plan before triggering the event. Colombia. Much better than mine. And another one rolled. Achievements unlocked. I'd like to space Voice of America, but and I'm holding 2 cards and I don't have time to do this all. Uruguay. Failed, fortunately. Okay. Yikes. Play my plan or not play my plan? I can't play colonial rare cards, and I can't space 2 cards. If I space it now, I'll have to either play socialist governments to which he can respond directly in AR7, or play Marshall Plan and say goodbye to taking France like I intended. I think I'm gonna take this risk. 1, 2, and 3 just to provoke him to retake West Germany. Of course, even if he does, putting there from Marshall Plan won't be wasteful because of Willy Brandt. But still... a tough one, but Asia is not gonna be scored soon, so 1, 2, 3, 4. No, sorry, I don't need to over control France. Truman is gone. I'd like to be present here. It's even more important than an immediate domination in Central America. The drawback is I'm left with no China card and 2 nasty cards. The good thing is I can't be purged, so one can be held, one can be spaced, and that both China card events, which are American, are now gone. This playing use of Usuri took pressure out of me. I didn't like this move actually. I mean, I don't feel it was a good move from his perspective. Now you may see a very rare situation when there are no Scandinavian countries without influence. Actually, Hungary is the only European country without influence from either side. This is a very rare situation, especially that nobody controls all battlegrounds, so this is not fighting for avoiding controlling Europe by the opponent. This hand looks good. And yeah, one small step is a good... No, I have to headline ABM treaty because Missy Lenvy would be too nasty, so let's get with it. Summit, Asia, Middle East, Africa versus South America and Europe. Thailand or African countries? Thailand gives less chance, because I have to control it to avoid his domination here. And I have 2 scorings, Africa is one of them. Okay. And I'm rolling low, Thai. Playing Summit for event is rare. Playing Summit for the event and tying it is very, very, very rare. Okay, now. At least now I rolled high. It may be important in case he realigns me and just has too few ops. My position in Africa is quite secure now, so I think I'm gonna score Europe first, then check what can I do in Africa. If possible, play one small step for the event, but it's not a high priority. The high priority is space one of these cards and you and intervene the other. And okay, suffer OAS founded. This can't really be helped. The good thing is South America has been scored and Central America isn't as important. I don't like this move. I mean, if I coup, he's still not doing well. I'm inclined to play in Hungary just to leave Europe without any non-influenced countries. Nah, Germany is more important. Oh, I have a fourth. Oh, yes, it's not Warsaw Pact. So, why not? Okay, so UN... No, Europe scoring first to free my hand. Then, UN intervention with Voice of America. Sorry. Oh, he's gonna see my headline. With Voice of America, because it's nastier event, so whatever it is, space race or UN intervention, it should be got rid of first. But I could start rolling better. That's what I said. Because now I have to take it this way. And only clearing, and he has his play. So I guess it's goodbye to African domination. He's not gonna trigger South African unrest or Portuguese empire crumbles. And the remaining regions don't look good. Okay, this is a lost region, so Africa scoring. I'm losing here, these are the remaining regions, so it's about to be even. Colonial to space. Oh, he's overspacing. Yeah, space first. Succeeded, so one small step for auto success. And well, if I got grain sales, it's quite a big deal. But not really a choice. But he doesn't see my headline. I got no access gaining cards. No junta, no D cards, no Vietnam revolts, no Fidel. All of them were in his hands. No Portuguese empire crumbles, no South African unrest, no liberation theology, no Nasser. Quite funny. Okay, the map doesn't look good. And this doesn't look good either. Five-year plan plus Southeast Asia scoring, please. Plus no grain sales, of course. An obvious card under these circumstances. Especially that I expected this. If he triggers this for the event, it's actually more painful than if he gives it to me. Of course, it's far better that he drew it than, for example, Brush War. Or most of these cards, actually. Oh. But now 1, 2, 3, and now we are talking or not talking. Nah, now we're playing it until it's playable. Brush War. Where should I use it? Argentina looks nice. Iran looks nice. Thailand looks chanceless. Indonesia looks nice. It would be the first time ever I would see Brush War against Indonesia. I'm gonna play the entire hand. I cannot space puppets. He can space this. And he succeeds spacing. Ouch! Okay, Sadat has been maybe Egypt. OPEC is waiting. It's really very hard to say where to play the Brush War. I think I'm gonna wait with this decision and now repair things that need repairing one time or another. Camp David and then Brush War to Egypt. Maybe this is the solution. I really hope he has Che. And some problems causing him being forced to play it. He isn't playing very accurately, but he's playing so damned luckily. Okay, let's try to grab his access here and fuck. This was literally the condition of puppet governments being playable anyhow. Okay, now I enter for the event just to disable puppets to Chile. Then puppets. Why the hell not? And I really need some luck with Southeast Asia. It's gonna be painful. Only once, but still very painful. Okay, resolve event first. I think I'm gonna put 2 in Chile. Just to create a better ground for some Latin American death squads in the future. If he prepares for realignments, I can always break Argentina. Long Gunman is still in the deck. And he doesn't have it now, so let's resolve the event now. And now all the scorings are coming back. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We will bury you. Okay, so 1, just to make almost sure. 2, a threat here. I hate my luck in this game, but he plays weak enough for me to be able to hold the game despite this luck. Should I risk Missile Envy? I think the downside risk isn't very high. There is some. It's another nasty hand, so okay, I have to. I feel I have to. I'm gonna wait for his space race attempt. If he fails, one small step enables me to discard grain sales. And now I'm waiting for his high ups cards, and I'm waiting to see which they are. Oh! Ooh, nuclear test ban! Hoo hoo hoo! And I have ABM treaty, so Distal is no longer a very nice event, so I think I may risk realigning West Germany. If he coups Italy, I have a counter coup with ABM. Do I have any better realignment targets than that? No, I don't. West Germany, of course. Should I play more here or not? No, let's get rid of this. Come on! How many ones can I roll in a single fucking game? Ooh, I'm very annoyed now. Really? This is a crazy engine. I think I rolled about 10 once for coup attempts in this game. Okay, let's play this for the event, just to provoke him to coup Angola and give him some juicy recoup with ABM. His chair. OPEC, oh. Too juicy, far too juicy. Okay, then at least this, although I really would exchange it for rolling for, say, let's say 3 instead of 1 when I was going here with kitchen debates. Okay then, one small step is going to be played anyway, and in the last action round, bear trap for space race attempt. He failed, so I'll be able to get rid of grain sales, and I succeeded. At least I rolled a low roll when I needed it. Ouch, ouch, ouch. And I have a long gunman. Okay, show me what you have. You have Africa scoring and you have Asia war games. Yuri-Samant. Okay, your hand is quite awful. Except Asia scoring, of course. So this is an autoplay. Of course, could be better. I'm gonna attack him several times here. Let's say Junta. Okay, first Ortega here. Score Europe. Then some Junta here, coughing here. And maybe like Latin American debt crisis, when he gets rid of all cards he could discard. 5-year plan, a hold card, I guess. He's gonna push for Asia, okay, so let's do it now. Europe and Asia are gonna mitigate each other more or less. And he doesn't have too much really playable cards. Actually, he has War Games, Asia scoring, and 5 May events now. Scorings left, Americas, Middle East. So, plus the final scoring is, I think, slightly in my favor, but very slightly, so I have to... Okay, chair plate. Why not? Middle East equalized for a moment. Junta to Chile is important for Latin American debt crisis. He now has some problems. Okay, so War Games is his only discardable card. If he has some... If I play Latin American debt crisis. Actually, this hand was very nice, especially with Lone Gunman and with seeing that what he had was exactly what I saw. What does he have left? Iran-Contra, Marine barracks bombings and war games. It was worth at least military operations. I guess if I play Latin American Debt Crisis now, he's gonna discard war games and play painless Iran-Contras. He's hoarding the China card. He's paced the Cultural Revolution and he still has Formosan Resolution active. And it's quite understandable, although now he no longer risks losing on DEFCON, I guess. Even if terrorized and Aldrich Amesed, he has no cards left. He may be hesitant. Oh, he wasn't hesitant. And as expected, Chile, because I remained it. Oh, I can discard it. And I will. Middle East scoring is okay, this is okay, this is more than okay. Too much risk of not discarding it. There aren't many better headlines than this one. The fact that I can't space this hurts a little. But well. The worst thing that may happen is that I'm forced to play Tear Down This Wall on myself. I really should see his headline. Sorry, not headline. I really should see his hand to be able to adjust my play, especially whether he has terrorism and what sort of problems does he have in hand. This is not a problem, this is slightly a problem, but knowing his hand would help a much. This may be a problem, but not a very big one. This may be a huge problem. And now this is even bigger problem. Muslim Revolution. Oh, he has it. Has solidarity. He has many cards which are nasty for me, but this is certainly the worst one. You don't need it, my friend. Okay, so with Muslim Revolution and Warsaw Pact, okay, let's start some ops war in Europe. I don't want to protect Poland against Solidarity. To disable him, freely play Solidarity for ops. Soviets shoot down, he'll play it for ops, he has no choice. Influence with Chernobyl, so at least this is gone for a while. I can't afford being realigned from here. I'm waiting for Muslim Revolution. I assume scoring now. What does he space? Warsaw Pact or yes, scoring? One, two. Yeah, why not? Yep, he evented Solidarity. So now what does he have? East European unrest, Soviets, Muslim Revolution. So Cow, Muslim Revolution, Warsaw Pact formed, and East European unrest. I can't tell what's his spacing, but he can't really deny my European domination, even if it is Warsaw Pact formed. Okay. I'm not gonna deny him his presence here, so let's see what he discards as soon as possible. His hand is rich, and this is what annoys me. But if I'm not forced to play tear down this wall, I will dominate Europe. Even if he... Yep. Even if he spaces Warsaw Pact. This has to be addressed this way. And of course now Warsaw Pact doesn't change much. Actually, it doesn't have to be addressed this particular way. It can be addressed this way. Muslim fucking revolution. And let's say this way. If he now spaces Warsaw Pact, I'll be very annoyed, because I'll have to play fuck, I now have to play this, and he'll be able, and I'm no longer able to discard a card. Fuck. One. And let's keep him busy. It's a free play for him anyway, but fuck, damn it. I really counted on discarding this card. Yeah, with impunity, and this couldn't fucking be helped. Middle East scoring, cause why the hell not? I got the defectors. So okay. This is a free play. A free play, I mean oh, and Cuban Missile Crisis, so just to get rid of this as soon as possible. I think Norad is a free play now, so Cuban Missile Crisis must be ended one time or another to be able to coup. Tear down this wall is a hold card. If he terrorizes me, okay, I lost. no really fight for Asia, but I have to remember to secure one Korea against double break. Middle East to be scored ASAP to make it a free to free my hand, and Cuban Missile Crisis and secure it right away. Perhaps Iron Lady, then South Korea, sorry, North Korea. Next thing is coupping, perhaps Nicaragua, maybe arms race. Just to disable him taking it right away. Yes, there is the downside risk that he controls South America. Sorry, Central America. I feel I really made it to the very end, basing on how unlucky I was. Rolling one after one after one after one. But now I'm rolling decently. Arms race is no longer a concern, I guess. But I should really protect the region against being controlled by him. Where? Nigeria, of course. Failed. And next time he's gonna succeed, but nothing I can really do about this. Finally, it's not me rolling bad rolls always. So, if he wants to dominate Africa, he can't deny my domination in South America. Oh, he can. China card, Colombia, Ecuador, Nigeria. So one should go to Colombia to prevent it. Here he can break me whatever I play. Europe is safe. And yes, Asia, as I said, because presence here is much more important than not being dominated in Central America. And 7, 5, so it's 2, it's 0 now, it's 0 now. 7, it's 2, so it's 5 in my favor, minus China card 4, minus whatever he breaks now, so he probably wins. because, well, Nigeria itself is worth a 4. But, well, I couldn't do anything better, I think. Okay, the China card is a 2VP swing now, so maybe it's a salvation. Oh, I won this game. I wonder... What did I miscalculate? Because he achieved much more than I expected. No, it couldn't secure draw. Okay, thank you for watching and see you next time.